is the afternoon now. Basically I did like checked in on my plants and everything this morning, and then went and did a bunch of my rover walks. I got those all done for the day. If you're new here, I do rover, like dog walking stuff. But yeah, I just got back, made myself a little drink, a little iced coffee. Here you go, Daisy. Good girl. But yeah, so from a lady that I was cat sitting for, she gave me a couple new houseplants. I think I've shown the Christmas cactus already, but she gave me another one and like a couple bonus pots that I want to show you guys. What else? All the pothos cuttings are doing really good still. The ones in the aquarium are. The ones in the perlite, I tried it out because I see a lot of other people online will start cuttings in just like perlite with water, and I was like, are there any benefits? Does it speed it up at all? I don't like it. I really don't like it at all. I will decidedly never propagate cuttings that way again. Felt like a waste of perlite. It's ugly and dusty, and I can't see the roots developing, which I don't like. I'm used to being able to see them in my aquarium right here, so I don't like not being able to like see the growth every day. So yeah, I'm letting those ones finish out in there, and I'll reuse the perlite and put it into some potting mix or something, so it's not a total waste, but it's just like ugly and I can't actually watch the roots develop, so I don't really see the point. And it's just like sitting water, which I'm not into, just because I feel like that encourages like fungus gnats and not good things. But so that's going on. I'm going to show you, yeah, the houseplants. I'm also going to show you around the green stalk. I harvested, as you saw, my first little strawberry this morning. It wasn't like the best strawberry in the world. I think if I waited till the afternoon, it would have been a lot sweeter. It was also pretty small and like the first strawberry that plant has made, so it was like a little tart. Yeah, I could have harvested it later in the day or left it on the plant probably a couple more days, hopefully, maybe. I don't know, but there's like 5 more strawberries coming in, like staggered, you know, and so we'll just try it out with the next few and see if picking them at different times of day really makes that much of a difference and all that jazz. We have our first nasturtium flower that I showed you this morning as well. Those are edible. It's the first one, so I don't want to eat it because I like having the flower out there. So I'm not gonna pick it and try it. I've heard they have like a very peppery taste, kind of like radishy, like that kind of little spicy bite. Yeah, so I don't know, we'll try it. Maybe I'll throw it when there's more blooms. We'll try it out. Throw them on some salads or something maybe. And I think all but one of the tomato plants has little blooms on it, so that's very exciting. What else? I got myself some carnations last week. They're looking kind of blue on there. They're like deep purple though. I love them. It's not like an extravagant bouquet, but I just wanted something for myself because I was having a down day, and so I went and got myself some flowers. Yeah, let's head to the porch. We go out to the porch. I lied, sorry. I want to show you some updates on the houseplants. I'll put a card to the houseplant tour video somewhere. But this is the, let me get some better lighting. There's not the super bright window right behind it. This is the thyme plant that was out on the porch. This is a grocery store thyme that I've had in this pot since maybe December or January. I just took the stems and put them in here, and it completely died back, so there's all of these just like twiggy bits. And then like I moved it outside, and I think it was getting too much sun and it dried it out. It just went like too crispy. And then I moved it inside, and it was literally like sitting on the floor inside of my door to my back porch. Like I had given up on it. I was just gonna tear it out, put something else in this pot, you know, move on. And then I looked at it one day, and there was like this bright green, and I was like, what the hell? And so yeah, I've been keeping it inside, and I've put it over where it gets light from my big window with the lovely bird poop accents that we are, you know, enjoying every morning when I come out here with my coffee. But yeah, this bit looks kind of sad still. I could definitely come in here and trim this up. I need to do that. It's on the to-do list. But all of this bright new green gives me hope. I think it just got fried outside, even though it's like, it's time, it's a full sun plant, but it just gets so dry and so hot here so quickly that I think it just wasn't vibing. So we're keeping him inside. Our Piccolino basil is doing really well. Let me move this guy. It kind of like tipped over. This is just how it's grown, where the main stem here like tipped, but now it's getting nice and bushy. I just noticed this, like literally just now. So this is it probably starting to try to go to seed. So basically I need to just come and prune it. I feel like this edge is gonna do it too. But yeah, so once these start blooming, same with like all herbs, you want to cut them off once they start going to seed, because once it does that, the plant considers itself kind of like done, and it's just going to put all of the energy that it can into making seeds and like reproducing. And we don't want that. We want more yummy basil to cook with and dry and preserve and make teas with and whatever you want to do. So basically, I'll just come back later with some pruners and snip it off and throw some basil in my pasta salad for lunch later or something, you know? Or you can dry it or do whatever you want with it. This is my zebra plant. Its leaves are looking kind of a weird color. Is that showing up? They're like green toward the center, but kind of like brown toward the outer edges. I hope that's not a bad thing. Maybe it just needs a good watering. It's been a while. But anyway, she has been blooming off of this crazy stalk for a while now. So it's got like these, it splits here and then it splits again. So it's got like these 3 big bits. Let me see if there's any flowers. Yeah, actively on here. Let's see, focus. Focus. It doesn't want to focus. Okay. Can't really see it. But yeah, lots of flowers. It's doing its thing. It's happy. Cool. This succulent has a little bit of like green growth coming in right there. Which is just kind of silly. And I guess a little bit in the center of this one too. Don't know what that's about, but it's happy. The inside update for the windowsill. Over here, sorry, I have a birthday party later this month, so that's just a gift that I have ready to go. Birthday Jade is doing really well since the repot with her more cactusy type soil, because it was in something that was just holding way too much water before, and I figured I would get ahead of the issue and repot it before there was an issue. This is the Christmas cactus that I showed. These are all dried up blooms. It's not the season for it to be blooming right now, so they just fall right off. Let me do something real quick. So, I took it out of this pot that it came in, and it's in this one, which is basically a nursery pot, but like it looks a little nicer with these lines around the side and stuff. So basically 2 pots there. There are, I counted the other day, there are 5 individual cacti in here, which is a little excessive. I definitely don't need that many Christmas cactus, so not sure what I'm gonna do with that, with all of those. And then this is the other plant that the lady gave me, was this big corn plant. Little tag says Dracaena Carmen, or Dracaena, I don't know. I've heard Dracaena, so that's what we're going with. I don't know how long the lady I was casting for has had this plant. She had it just on this thin little like skewer type stake. It's a little tilted, like this way, but I'll repot it eventually, it'll be fine. But it came in this pot, and she had this pot sitting in here and told me to just take this one as well. And this pot is really cute. I love this. I love the bright orange. I think it'd be really, really pretty with like some dark green foliage in there, or even with this in here, just because it's got kind of the lighter outer edges. Might be pretty. Or our other corn type plant, Dracaena thing. Because right now it's in a nursery pot, just sitting in this outdoor pot, and it might look nice in the orange. We'll see. But yeah, couple bonus pots, which I'm very excited about always, and then this big new guy. It's pretty tall too. Okay, let's finally go out to the porch. Look at her. Okay. So, these need to be watered because they're looking pretty sad. But let's start with the stuff on the railing. First is this cucumber plant. There's a little bit of fruit coming in behind that blossom, if you can see it. I don't know if it got fertilized or if it's just gonna fall off, but we will see. These have some blossoms. This is a supernova tomato, and it's like heat of the afternoon, so they're looking a little flimsy right now, but they'll be fine. And it's got these blossoms coming in right here that just haven't opened up yet. Our bell peppers are doing a lot better recently, for whatever reason. And the nasturtium flower. It's so pretty. It's gorgeous. I love it. And I think I got a mix of nasturtiums, so the one that I have in the grain stock should grow different colored flowers potentially. We'll see. We've got our iceberg down here, another cucumber. Its leaves are looking a little sad. Maybe it just got scorched a bit. Sorry, there's a bug. Just some of the extra alyssum and the salvias. These are the carrots. I can't see anything actually carroting in the jar yet, but if I look down in here, there we go. Like, I think they're definitely gonna be skinny little guys because I planted them and, you know, close together in such a small container, obviously. But it's nice to see that this one maybe is actually becoming a little carrot. I think basically I'm just gonna grow these until the tops start dying off. Or maybe they'll go to seed, and then once those stalks kind of die, I don't know, I'll have to look up. Who's calling me? Go away. But yeah, basically once the tops start actually dying, then I will call that good and go ahead and pull the carrots. Unless I find another way to do it online. But like the foliage on these looks really cool. And it gets like some different colors, like the ends of the leaves change color a lot. They're just very nifty little greens. I'm not sure if you can cook with them, but that might be worth trying out. Or maybe just throw them in like salads raw or something. This guy's doing good. That's our theft succulent. These I started the other day, and I don't think I told you about them. Obviously it's kind of like late to be starting stuff, given that it's like June now. But I was making some tacos the other day, and I was using chili de árbol. Like I had some dried ones, and so I saved the seeds and thought I would try starting them. I need to throw some more water in here. But yeah, I had the bag on just to do like a little greenhouse moment for it, and I figured the heat being outside would help them germinate more since they're like a hot pepper. So I'll leave that open so I remember to water it. Oh, we have a little pollinator friend. Look at him. He's like, which flower do I want today? They're all yours, bud, whichever one you want. Okay, let's start with this. It's grown so much since I started it. It's crazy. Zoom out a little. It's crazy. Okay. All of the flowers are doing good. I've been deadheading the marigolds, so there's like 4 new guys coming in here. The alyssum's doing good. Those are all doing great. This was the first tomato to get blossoms on it. They are still just opening up a little bit more every day. The lettuces are all doing really good up top too. And then down here, this big tall guy is the supernova. It's definitely like the biggest, well, and maybe this chamomile that's going crazy. But it's like one of the biggest things on here. Let's see. yeah, it's got blossoms coming in right here too. I'm thinking the supernovas will be a little bit larger than the landrace, but I think these are still like a small tomato, like not even the size of a Roma or anything, so we'll see. But they're doing good. More flowers to hopefully keep little, what are those tomato caterpillars called? I don't remember, but hopefully to keep those away. I just know they come from the hawk moths. But yeah, the smell of the marigold, like, basically shadows out the smell of the tomato plant, so hawk moths flying around at night ideally won't be able to tell there's tomatoes here, and so they won't come lay eggs for the horned caterpillars or whatever they're called, which will just destroy your plants if you let them. And then up here, miner's lettuce is actually doing really good since it got put in the grow stock. Just a yellowing leaf on the salvia, that's fine. Pluck that off. These guys get thirsty really quickly and their petals just dry out and fall off if the wind blows the wrong way. They're still pretty, but they're very thirsty little guys. Yeah, the miner's lettuce, so this is the first. Normally they grow like satellites, and then yeah, the stalk will come out of the middle, just like this. That's the first leaf that I've seen actually grow in like that. So that's very exciting. I think once the leaves start getting bigger and all of them are like this, those are the ones that you want to harvest. I don't want to harvest any of these guys yet because their job is to get all the sunlight to make the yummy leaves. And then our chamomile. So my chamomile seedlings died at the beginning of the season. I just accidentally let them dry out and they were so small, like smaller than any of my other seedlings. They stayed small for a really long time, so they dried out while everything else was taking off. And so I bought this starter maybe 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, something like that. But yeah, most of it has stayed like upright like this. The two biggest ones that have really opened up have tipped over, or I guess 3 now. But these little blooms are so cute. They just look like little daisies. And then they're really funny, so every night all of the petals go down, like come down. Let me see if I can show you without hurting it, but they go like down this way. And then in the morning they like, and they look like they're dying basically, and then in the morning they like open back up. And you can see, so like, come on, focus. But you can see how the pollen is kind of open on like the bottom half of the yellow bit, but not on the top. I don't really know what that means, but like on this one you can see it's open and like fluffy pollen wise way up higher. I don't really know what that means, or if maybe that's a good indicator of when to harvest, because I need to figure out when to harvest these, like when the optimal time is to harvest them for drying for tea, because that's really what I want to do. And then make me and my husband like our own homegrown little sleepy time chamomile tea. And yeah, so I don't know, the way the petals grow in are really interesting because they grow around that center bit and then they kind of like let go of it like this. That just looks so funny. And then yeah, every night the petals go down kind of like this guy that my thumb's under. And then yeah, during the day they come up and they look like little daisies. But they're very interesting. I've like seen chamomile grow for people that I've house sat for before, but I've never like had my own plant, so it's just interesting to watch it throughout the day and just how the flowers change up. Here we've got our strawberry, so I plucked the red one that was in here. This will be our next guy, third. Let's see. That should be fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. So we've got strawberries coming for sure. I'll definitely try to just pick them in the afternoon next time. Hopefully they'll be a little sweeter. They're all growing pretty, I don't know, kind of just wrinkly. Like not very like plump and large, which is fine. Just kind of interesting. I don't know a lot about different like, not breeds, but like I guess, types of strawberries. I just saw everbearing and went for that, so it's all an experiment. This is the other landrace that has blossoms now. I've been pruning these guys, they just grow so bushy. The landraces do, which I guess makes sense. Landrace, I would assume it's more of a bushy, low-growing type guy. I should come out and prune them again soon because it's got, like, it's coming out, it's going over this way. And if I were to let it, like, this could go down in the dirt right there and, like, root. They do that. And like this guy too. I think they're definitely trying to send out runners basically because tomatoes, it's a lot easier to tell on the supernova. But you see how it's fuzzy like all along the stem? Basically any of those can turn into roots and it'll root in a whole new plant. Which, you know, if I was trying for that, that'd be cool, but that's not what we want in the green stalk scenario. This nasturtium is getting really big. This leaf's a little weird. Its leaves are getting nice and big. No blooms or little buds on this guy yet. Poking around in here to see if there's any I can't see. Nothing just yet. Which is totally fine. I'm glad to see that this little guy flying around. He's such a not scary pollinator too. There's been a lot of wasps out here recently, so not about that. We've got our cucumber. This is the only cucumber I wound up putting in the green stalk. So we'll just see how it goes. It's also got one of these with like the fruit coming in, but it's just a matter of whether or not that blossom got pollinated. Will determine whether or not it actually grows into a full fruit. Let's see. Yeah, kind of just some little blossoms coming and going. This is its first little tendril. I don't think any of the other ones have any tendrils on them yet, but we'll see. We'll see. This is the other supernova. This tall guy here. They're so big. Sorry, turning this one-handed on the table always scares me a little. No incidents so far though. These might be our first blossoms coming in here. Right behind my fingers. It just doesn't look like leaves, they look a little more rounded. So I believe those are gonna be blossoms that come in. But yeah, it's doing good. You can see where I've gone and pinched off the suckers and the little armpits as it's grown up. This is a decent sized sucker. Pick that off. It's really that easy. And if you wanted, this one's a little small. And obviously I don't need more tomato plants and I don't have room for them. But if you wanted, you could take this and put it just in water inside or straight into soil outside. And theoretically it would root because it's got all of those fuzzies we were talking about. You see them? But yeah, all of those are sensors for water, basically, and it's just trying to root, so it can just take over. I'll throw it in here, and if it wants to do something it can, if not, fine. I would prune it anyway, regardless, if it does take off, so it doesn't shadow out this guy at all. But that's looking good. Oh, and our little basils out here are doing really good. Not as big as the one inside that had that pot all to itself from the start, but still just happy they're growing. Oh, I didn't see this. This is a landrace. Look at the stalk it has coming all the way up. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Yeah, these landraces are crazy. They're such a silly plant. They're like really just growing everywhere, like every direction. The supernovas are very like one stalk, and the landraces are wild. And then these are all my little baby cacti out here getting their sunlight. But yeah. Oh, and then over here, of course, we have green beans. I need to harvest that guy. It's literally just that one. And my snap peas. That one right there looks ready to go too. Some of the plants are kind of drying out a little bit, like that one on the end. I don't really know why, because it all gets the same water. But yeah, I'll come out and pick a couple beans. Maybe I'll just do that out here while you're here. Doesn't want to let go. Nope, not with my fingernail. Does the snap pea. Now it is the afternoon, so this theoretically should be a pretty sweet little guy. Let's see. Very good. And then I just, whenever I've got little bits I've pruned off, I just dropped it on accident, but I just throw those in a pocket and let it join the soil. Really good. The peas on it were kind of small, so it wasn't like super duper sweet, but I'll take it. I am really excited about these nasturtium flowers though. It's so pretty from the underside too. Look at that. It's gorgeous. Okay. But yeah, everything is going really well out here. Sorry, this is just like a short little plant update. I know there hasn't been anything really crazy lately, but thank you so much for joining. I'm gonna head in and play with my dog because she's very bored. And maybe read some more of my book. I'm still reading Haunting Adeline. It's really good. I am in the last third of it now. And I just remembered the other day that there's a sequel to it, so very excited about that because I love it. I definitely want more by that author. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Questions, comments, concerns, put them in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe, go follow my Instagram if you want. I give more regular plant updates over that way. So if you want to like follow along a lot more with all of this, then that's the place to be. But yeah, thanks, bye.